Hello, in this video we will move on to the main part of the Basics for Beginners videos. We're going to draw a house and we'll start off with drawing the room layouts. Just as a reminder in terms of context, I'm a chartered architectural technologist and these videos are for first year students at Ulster University, but they may be applicable to others elsewhere. Some of the things that we will talk about in the videos will relate to Northern Ireland, but again, they will be transferable to other scenarios. The accommodation schedule that we're going to use for the house is based on the information on this slide, with an open plan kitchen, dining, living room area, and the other rooms listed there. A rough sketch has been done of the layout at this point, so we will use this as our first point for drawing in AutoCAD. This is the ground floor layout, and then a similar sketch has been done for the first floor layout, but these can be worked on as we go through. Moving to AutoCAD then, I've just started a new drawing, so we can go to the Layer Properties Manager and create a new layer. We're going to call this Room Layouts, and we'll change the color to red. Okay. This column here is a plotting layer, so we don't really want the room layouts layer to plot, so we'll make that non-plottable or non-printable by clicking on the little icon, and we'll choose a line weight. I choose a line weight of 0.18 millimeters. Click OK, and now we'll double click on that layer to make it current, or you can also click on this little icon here. So closing that now. So first thing with the accommodation schedule, we need to think about the areas that we need to put in. One thing that wasn't included was the hallway, so I'm going to start off by drawing something for that. I'm going to make that a size of 2000 by 5000. We double click with the middle mouse button, that will allow us to scroll out. I'm just going to move that away from the UCS so it doesn't interfere with what we're drawing. Next then, the kitchen, dining, living area needs to be about 50 square meters. So let's draw another rectangle, 5,000 by 10,000. So let's just hover over the edge of the first rectangle, move out to the right, and then type in a distance of 100. That means that offsets that from that corner. Just we need to accommodate for the wall thickness here at this point. So we can make that 5,000 by 10,000. And again, we can zoom out just to see how that's shaping up. The next thing then, so we need a utility room about 6 square meters. So I'm just going to draw that here above the hallway area, so we can hover and move up by 100 again. This time we need to type in minus 2000, comma 3000. So that one is the utility room. At this stage, it might just be useful to put a couple of pieces of text in. So let's put some text in and write kitchen, dining, living. Leave it at that. Now the size of that means it's disappeared, so we can select it and go to properties. Text height needs to be much larger than that, so let's make it 200 high. Now we can actually see what we're looking at. Again, with properties, we might want to make that middle center. Just in terms of the justification, it makes it a little bit easier to try and get it roughly in the middle of the spaces. So I'm just going to copy that over and edit the text. Type in utility for this one. And then we can copy that again down to hallway. Just double clicking will allow us to edit that. Next then we need a downstairs WC, roughly 3 square meters. So let's draw another rectangle, This time we'll hover over the bottom corner here and go out by 100, and we'll draw a rectangle of minus 1800 by 1400. And just notice you can use the calculator tool. So if you're wanting to calculate the square meterage, we can put in 1.8 times 1.4. So it's not quite 3 square meters, but I've worked it out that that should be not too bad. Just at this stage, it's a starting point. We can always update it later. Above that, then we want to put in the study, so we can hover over and go by 100 minus 2300 by 3000. And then the next one up, we're going to have a little bit of a cloakroom area. Just it'll probably overlap with the hallway, but for now we're going to put some space in just for that. So hover over up by 100, and we'll make that minus 2000 by 1300. And then let's just update those. So that one needs to be WC for the water closet or the downstairs toilet, study area, and then the cloak area. So that's the ground floor starting to shape up at this stage. The next thing we'll need to do then is draw the first floor. So I'm going to use the hallway there as a starting point just for a line. I want to have the first floor plan 20 meters away from the other drawing. And we can copy over the hallway area just for now. So select it, we can copy that from one endpoint to the other. And then we can do that line. So for the first floor, we need a master bedroom and 3 bedrooms, bathroom, and an ensuite. So let's start off by drawing the master bedroom just out to the right of the hallway area here. So 100. And we can draw 5000 by 3200. And then we'll draw an ensuite just above that. So hover over up by 100. We'll go minus 2000, comma 2000. So that's 4 square meters, so that would be fine. And then we also need a bathroom. So over here, up by 100. So we'll go minus 3000, 2000, 300. And then in terms of bedrooms, we'll draw those out just the other side of the hallway as a starting point again. So minus 4000, comma 3000. And the bedrooms all need to be the same size, so we can copy that up by a distance of 3100 and then 6200. Let's should put that in the right spaces, and then we can copy the text just to give us an idea of what those spaces are when we're drawing and moving them shortly. So master bedroom, ensuite, maybe not, okay, and then the bathroom. Yeah, just checking on capital letters there. I don't suppose it overly matters in a sense, but bedroom 1, bedroom 2, bedroom 3. So at this stage, we do need to think about how the room sizes and shapes are going to fit together. So it's maybe best to have a look at the ground floor and start to try and work things around a little bit. So the hallway could maybe move forwards a little bit. So we'll move that down maybe a distance of a meter, say 1,000. Okay. It might actually be better to have the study at the front of the house, so we could move the WC out just for now. We can draw a temporary line just to show us where that needs to come down to, so we can move the study down. We want to try and fit the cloak in there, so let's see if that's going to fit now. Close to it. It might be better to move the utility room over to in line with the study anyway. And then we can put the WC up in this sort of area here. So what we're aiming for is a more rectangular shape here to try and fit the house all within a fairly standard size or shape. So we'll offset by 100. And we'll move the utility room down to there. Delete that temporary line. And potentially then what we're going to try and do here is put the kitchen area in behind the cloak hall area. So that's offset by 100. And then we can draw a line from that point over. And let's use another line just from here. And we'll make a little bit of a shape here, just like an upside down L. So we can delete some temporary lines here. And then we can use the fillet tool. So just make sure if you're using the fillet tool that you have the radius set to 0 like I have. And when you're using that, you can click on 2 lines just to trim that off. In the middle here then we'll need to use the trim tool. So we can trim out the different parts of the rectangle here. And then to give us some idea what area that now is, we will need to use the modify tool. So modify or edit polyline. Again, if you hit the down arrow on the keyboard, you can choose multiple here, and we can select these different lines for the new area. It will ask us, do we want to convert them? Yes. So hit enter, and then click on join. And then at this point we can hit escape. So that, no, it didn't work. Let's try again. So modify, edit polyline, multiple, select objects, join, fuzz distance 0, close, escape. Okay, so now it is. I maybe forgot to put in the fuzz distance there. So the fuzz distance is just how close lines are to meeting one another. Because I drawn those accurately, we can make that 0. So now if we select that and go to properties now, we can work out what the area is. So it's 6 decimal points because it's counting it in square millimeters. So that's about 43 square meters there. So we could do with making that slightly bigger. So at this stage, we will use the stretch tool and drawing that over the different rectangles there for, or the poly line really for the kitchen area and for the utility. Hit enter. And we can click a point as a base point to move it up and type in a distance of 300 there. Now we need to do the same with the first floor. So first things first, it might actually be better to move the bathroom to this sort of point here. Move that up by 100. And then we can take bedroom 1 and we'll move that down to here, just offsetting it by 100. For bedroom 2 then, what I'm going to do is draw a temporary line here, and also for bedroom 3. And we'll select those 2 lines and just rotate. So rotate by 90. Oops, that didn't work. So rotate by 90. Okay. So let's just move that one down there temporarily. No, that's going to confuse things a little maybe. So let's just leave a temporary line there. Bedroom 3, we'll rotate that one also by 90 using the midpoint. And then we can move bedroom 3 to there. Bedroom 2, move to there and just offset by 100 again. Try that again. Let's just move it and then move it up by 100. That'll work better this time, hopefully. So now we're getting to the point where we can almost get it within a rectangle again. And it'll just take a little bit of work at this stage to try and make things meet one another. But work with that to try and get it within an overall rectangle just by moving things around and stretching, etc. And then I'll show the final version just in a moment that I've already drawn. So with reworking just the dimensions and checking the areas, the WC's ended up a little bit bigger than it needs to be, but we have the kitchen dining area up here with the living towards the front, the study also at the front, utility at the back, close to the kitchen. So overall, the ground floor area is now within mostly a rectangle, apart from the front of the hallway entrance will stick out a little bit. Moving up, then we also have here the first floor. So again, just reworking things a little bit. We have bedroom 3 twice. I've labeled that wrong on this occasion, but the 2 other bedrooms here, let's just update that actually to bedroom 2. Bedroom 1 is here, bedroom 3, the bathroom area, along with the hallway, and the master bedroom and the ensuite. And depending how things work out, there may actually be a bit of an opportunity just to have a small linen cupboard or something here, as well as providing access to the master bedroom and bedroom 1. So those dimensions will hopefully help you, and that's the layouts finished at this stage. That's the room layouts finished at this stage. Next we will be moving on to the walls. Thanks for watching.